So something I did not see myself doing in the year of 2023 is going back to Battlefront 2 and going on the Battlefront subreddit, but that is what we're going to be doing today, boys. I'm going to be doing a reaction to the top posts of all time on the Battlefront subreddit. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because in a week from now, I will actually be making my return to Battlefront 2. I haven't played it in, I don't even know at this point, probably at least a year, probably more than, I don't know, maybe more than 2 years. It has been a good minute, and I've been kind of getting the itch lately. There's not that much to talk about in the Star Wars gaming scene until later this year, when we probably start getting some news on Star Wars Outlaws. But I am very keen to get back into the Battlefront content just because there is really nothing to talk about. How long it will last, I'm not too sure, but I'm very keen. It's been a good minute, and I was just at PAX last weekend with the Twisted Jedi, the Aussie Jedi, and Bombastic. You guys may know 3 other Battlefront YouTubers that started back in the day, all from Australia. We all caught up last week, had a great time, and it's got me kind of itching to go back and get back into the Battlefront content. So to sort of do a prelude to that, we're going to be going through, like I said, the top posts of all time on the subreddit, and this is going to be a trip down memory lane. If you guys are keen on more Battlefront content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. There will be plenty on the way in the next month or so, but without wasting any time, let's get stuck right into it. This this is the one I knew would be at the top. If you guys have not seen this, this is actually this has the most downvoted comment on Reddit of all time. Reddit is a big website as well, and let's see. I want to see where it is. You'd think it would be the top one. Let's read it first. So this is when the game launched 6 years ago. Damn, I'm old. If you guys didn't know, when the game launched, I think it was Vader and Luke, and there may have been 2 others as well, were locked behind a paywall. You had to pretty much unlock them through paying for them. I think you could unlock them, but it was like a 40-hour effort to unlock them. And so this is the result. Someone says, seriously, I paid $80 to have Vader locked. This is a joke. I'll be contacting EA support for a refund. I can't even play fucking Darth Vader. Disgusting. This age of microtransactions has gone way too far. Leave it to EA though to stretch the boundaries. So not a very happy post, and this is an absolute throwback for me. I could have sworn, although it may be at the bottom because it's the most downvoted. Let me controversial. I wonder if you can. Here we go. Okay, Jesus. So in response to that, EA community team. I don't know if it says who this was from, but I think this was actually from a high up, like at EA. It wasn't just from like the community manager. They replied to this saying, the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. That is where the pride and accomplishment meme comes from, if you guys didn't know. I'm sure most of you do know this, but a lot of people have joined the Battlefront community like in the last couple of years, even since COVID hit and the game was cancelled. So a lot of people probably haven't seen this stuff. As for cost, we select initial values based upon data, blah blah blah. I don't really care about reading all that. You guys can pause it and read if you want. Our team will continue to make changes and monitor community feedback and update everyone as soon and as often as we can. Minus 667,000, that means 667,000 downvotes, which is like wild. That is absolutely wild. I'm pretty sure the next most downvoted thing is like something like 50,000 downvotes. So this has got more than 10 times the amount of downvotes as the next highest thing on Reddit. It is absolutely mental. This right here is what actually got loot boxes in video games banned in Belgium, I believe it was. Maybe Germany, but I think it was Belgium. And this actually changed the course of the entire game. It was actually wild. This made gaming news all around the world. This game blew up in a negative way. People were just shitting on it, and kind of rightly so. It had just so many issues at launch like this. And realistically, this comment, in a really weird way, actually kind of saved Battlefront and made it the game that we all knew by the end. So it's weird going back and reading this. 6 years ago this was, because I believe the game actually launched 6 years ago in like a month from now. So it was the 17th, I want to say, of November. So it'll be 6 years ago exactly that the game launched. I believe this was like just in the lead up to the game, maybe. I don't think this is when the game was actually out, but man, it's it's wild to go back and read this stuff. So this one is also 6 years ago. Shit. EA devs response. So this is just in response to the last thing I just read. EA devs response now has enough downvotes to play as Darth Vader. Oh my god. So they're just taking the piss out of that. So I would say most of these are just about that comment. Belgium's gambling regulators are investigating Battlefront 2 loot boxes. So for context, now in Belgium, games with any sort of loot box are banned because of like gambling reasons, because of Battlefront 2. So a type of mechanic in a video game is banned in a whole ass country because of Battlefront 2. So we've got here a tweet from John Boyega. What is this going to be? He used to play Battlefront 2. I'm pretty sure that's what this is going to be. Man, what a trailer this was. I don't get... Why is he sleeping? Is he bored of it? What the hell? What the hell is going on? I've never seen this. I don't know how. I used to... Like, he's edited this himself. What the hell? That is so random. That's one of the most random things I've ever seen. I don't know how I didn't see that. That was 4 years ago. Whoa, that's actually sick. This dude's got a replica of that blaster. Oh, so that is actually a Lewis gun. Okay. Lewis gun is a real gun. T21 is based on a gun. Obviously, most guns are, but I didn't realize they look so freaking similar. Because this gun's in Battlefield 1. That's actually such a trippy screenshot. What the hell? That's so cool, though. Damn. Okay. So Blizzard, who made StarCraft, they have taken a shot. This is, I say they have taken a shot. This was 6 years ago. Number of hours it takes to earn the full StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty campaign, 0. Number of hours before you can play any co-op commander in StarCraft 2, 0. Number of pay-to-win mechanics in StarCraft 2, 0. That is quite savage. My God. I kind of, look, it's ruthless, but I also kind of love when companies do that, when they take the piss out of other companies for doing something real bad. Ray, I can explain. You're getting 2 hooded skins, and I get a crappy free one. Free, I had to pay for my hood. You guys are getting hoods. That's a great meme, actually. That is a great... Because if you guys haven't seen, there's like an actual meme format that is... I don't know what movie it's from, but it's in the same format as that. And that's so true. This was... We had to pay for this one back in the day. That came out so early that like you had to buy it. I think... Maybe you could use credits. And then, my God, did we all beg for a hooded Darth Maul skin since freaking launch. Like, man, people were begging for it. Never got it. Don't get me wrong, this was a great skin. Hooded Darth Maul would have been absolutely sick. I'm not a fan of that skin, to be completely honest. The hood on it just looks a bit dodgy. But I do not mind that meme at all. Oh my God. So this is also 6... This is just at launch as well. Someone has contacted EA support trying to cancel their... I guess this is before... What the hell also? In the background, they've got the Battlefront like shortcut just everywhere on their screen. Wow. So this is obviously before the game launched. They're trying to cancel their pre-order. May I know the reason for the cancellation? I'm sure you've heard. Same reason as all the others. And his response is, right. That shows how many people cancelled pre-orders, which is actually wild because the game still sold ridiculously well. I think it sold 17 million copies in the first, like, I don't know how many months, which for a multiplayer game is like nutty. That's like, unless it's like Call of Duty, like multiplayer games don't really do that. At least not straight away, because they usually sell that well over time. So when you think about how many people probably like cancelled their pre-order, that's actually mental. It could have been like upwards of 20 million, because I would guess like at least a couple million people cancelled their pre-orders 3 years ago. So this is a bit more recent. EA trying to ignore Battlefront 2 and forget it ever existed. 19 million new players in a week. If you guys don't get that, this was after the game had finished. They'd cancelled support and then they put it free on Epic Games for a week, I believe, which is a weird decision. It was great at the time, but it was a weird decision. 19 million people downloaded it, which, like I just said, 17 million sales is wild. More than that downloaded the game in a week. It was just PC too. This isn't even console, so that was wild. I remember the channel popped when that happened because everyone was like, all these new players. I had a guide-based channel, so the channel, I definitely liked that when that happened. But it was a weird decision. I find that to be very odd that they did that. So this is also 6 years ago at launch. Unlocking everything in Battlefront 2 requires 4,528 hours. Or over $2,000. That is wild because, just for context, I have played a hell of a lot of Battlefront. Like, it was my job for about a year and a half, 2 years, and before that I was still playing it as much as I was when it was my full-time job. And I played it for 3 to 4 years, and I've only got about 3,000 hours on it. So if they had kept the current, the original system and never changed it, I would have never, in all that time, I still would have not even finished unlocking all the... that is mad. How did they ever think that was gonna work? Oh my god. And we're gonna end on a funny one. I've actually upvoted this, so I've clearly watched this in the past. Not my video, but I found this hilarious. What? What the hell is that? Oh, it's because he... I do actually remember this. I didn't realize the first time because he turns the saber on. They can see the saber. And he just turns around. That looks like a genuine NPC, the way that they're running. My god. What a throwback, though. What a throwback. It's been good fun looking back at all this stuff. Like I said, 1 week from today, I will be making my return to Battlefront 2. And I've got a fair bit of content planned. I'm going to do... That's just going to be a bit of a live commentary. I'm not sure what I'll do. Whether I'll play Heroes vs Villains. It's kind of hard to find games, unfortunately, at this point. But on PC, I might try and... It might be a bit easier. I'm then also going to be doing some, like, fully modded out gameplay. I'm going to just do some Heroes vs Villains with, like, the most wild mods you can run in multiplayer. And then I'm also going to be squatting up with the Twisted Jedi and Split Screen as well. 2 very good friends of mine. And I'm going to be, yeah... doing, I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to squad up, and then yeah, there's probably more. If you guys are enjoying the return to Battlefront content, then let me know, because I'm happy to do this as much as I can. Essentially, I put it off for years. I honestly got very sick of the game after it got cancelled. I'd played so much, and then when it got cancelled, it was so like demotivating. So I've honestly, like, this is not a joke, since the game got cancelled, I've probably played 3 hours. That's not even remotely a joke. Or, you know, like, I'm sure the month or 2 after it got cancelled, I was still playing it. But, like, once I stopped after that, I've honestly jumped on for, like, 3 hours at most. So, I put it off for a while, but it just feels like it's calling out to me at the moment. So, I'm very keen to get stuck back into it. Like I said, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you want to make sure to not miss out on the Battlefront content. Very, very keen to get stuck back into it. But with that being said, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and may the Force be with you always.